but since I got this Flex, I haven't even been using these other radios.
Hey, by the way, I was playing around with my iPad yesterday, and I noticed I've got a version of Smart SDR on the iPad. That won't work for this Flex, will it?
Well, I don't know what version you got. There's a guy, it's a second party that writes software. Maybe you downloaded it, but you got to pay for it. It's like $70 or $80.
Oh, okay. So what did I do? Just download one of your versions or something here?
I have no idea what you did. Unless you downloaded that. Maybe he let you evaluate it? I'm not sure.
No, I'm talking about the one I'm using right now on my PC.
Oh, yeah. Well, you just downloaded that from Flex.
Oh, and it's not... okay, this is not Smart SDR?
Yeah, you should be using Smart SDR. You went and downloaded it from Flex.
All right, well, I'm confused because I didn't pay any money for this.
No, you don't have to, because I've already got the radio licensed.
So what you're telling me is for my iPad, Flex doesn't have a free version that I could download?
That's correct. It's an independent piece of software that somebody else writes and charges, I don't know, about $75 or $80 for it.
Good morning, radio, W1EHL.
Good morning, Jim, WT1B.
Yeah, finally have a good morning where you guys are coming in very nicely.
Hey, Jim, what radio are you using?
Still the FTDX 1200.
Okay, we thought you had the 3000. Scott's in here. He's wanting to buy a 3000. But Scott, that's what Jim's 1200 sounds like. Pretty nice. Over to you, Scott.
Yeah, okay. I could just barely hear him. He's not coming in here very strong. I turned the IPO up to amp number 2. We'll see how he comes in now.
It's too bad. Okay, go ahead, Jerry.
Yeah, good morning, Jim. It's funny, we were just talking about you. Okay, I thought you had the 3000, but you got the 1200. Okay. So what's going on there, Jim? What's been going on with life? Go ahead.
Well, I blew out my knee, and I'm trying to avoid surgery on my left knee, but they gave me an injection, and it seems to be getting a little bit better. I just got to take it easy. I can't bounce around the concrete floor working on the cars and stuff like I used to.
Well, you're in the same boat that Frank's in, but his problem is his back. Go ahead, Frank.
Yeah, I've been spending the whole summer doing basically nothing, Jim. I get to see the surgeon in 2 weeks, and they'll determine whether to go in and operate or not. I'm pretty sure.
What's going on, folks? K1GMM. Steve, up on an early Sunday morning. And what's up, Bill? I see you're in there. Yep, I figured I'd get in here. I've been sleeping in, and I miss these guys, so I'm just about ready to throw my call into the heap here. I got to bed not too bad last night. It was about, I don't know, 10:30 by the time I got to sleep, so very, very cool. All right. I figured I'd just push this stream this morning, being here for, I don't know, an hour and a half, maybe an hour.
They removed 3 vertebrae and replaced 3 vertebrae in Germany because they don't do that operation here, and it was successful.
Oh wow, that's scary. Amazing that they are more advanced than we are. I bet the insurance was kind of. Did he have that covered? I mean, was that covered under his insurance plan?
My camera's tilted.
No, he didn't.
Got a serious tilt going on.
Local noise here, but I did hear what you said there. No, he did not have the $45,000, and the church took up a collection, and they were getting donations through the church. So he may be okay for some of it. I think a lot of people contributed to that.
Yeah, I know that none of these insurance companies we have handle out of the country type of surgeries and stuff like that. So, wow, that's pretty expensive. Well, I hope he makes out okay. Go ahead, Scott. Are you copying Jim any better now? WT1B.
Yeah, I
That's
got
a
him a
wee
little
bit
bit better. I don't know for some reason why he's coming in weak. You guys are coming in here about 10 over, but I can barely hear him and make him out what's going on. Yep.
K1GMM.
Good morning, Steve. Well, he's in Tennessee. Go ahead, Steve.
Hey, good morning, Scott, Jerry, Frank, and Jim, I think it is. Jim, I don't know if you can hear me. Okay. I got Jim about an S9 plus 5, sometimes 10 over. And you guys are pounding in here, usual 30 over. Jerry's crack-a-lack going on. Good morning. How you guys doing? And figured I'd jump in here early, try and catch you early, Jerry. Hope all's doing. Hope you're doing well. Nice morning. Heavy fog, and like pea soup out there. But it's pretty nice. Really cool. Where's it going? Let me stick it back to Jim if he can hear me. If he can't hear me, somebody go ahead and pick it up. Good morning, Scott. K1GMM.
Yeah, K1GMF, I think it is, or GMO. This is W1EHL. Yeah, the bank conditions are a little bit flaky, but I do hear you. I kicked in the processor, which may help a little bit on my signal there. It's been boring. It's been crazy. My routine has been changing with this virus. I don't have the virus, but just being holed up in the house here, and just can't wait to get out and start living again. It's crazy. Over to you, Jerry. W1JWC, W1EHL.
Yeah, okay, Jim. Yeah, that processor really did the trick. That really brings your audio, brings it out. Yeah, I know. We've all been going through the same thing. We just did our first takeout order a couple weeks ago, and we have not gone out to eat at any restaurant. I just don't have any desire to do that. I'd rather get takeout, I guess, or eat home. I don't want to sit in a restaurant with a mask on. I just don't feel like paying for that. Jim, go ahead.
Yeah, I hear you. When I'm going on cruises, when I'm going on vacations, I might just have to buy an FTDX 101 or an Anon.
Well, Steve can give you a word on the Anon, because that's what he's got. I'll tell you, the FTDX 101, I would consider that radio.
Yeah, I've been looking at it, and I quickly look away because they're both a fair chunk of change, and it's, I don't know. The radios I have are working good, and I've learned to use the receivers on these. I can pick out pretty much anything, but I do have to put up some more antennas. Just having one antenna is not enough. Let's see. Over to you, Frank. WT1B, W1EHL.
WT1B in the group. Okay, Jim. Well, I don't know if you've been reading the mail at all. I guess you haven't been on, but I'm using Jerry's radio.
Yeah, it's a little. That's a little bit of a stretch there, Bill, at this time of the day. It is. It's going tight, and I'm going to lose Jim completely probably shortly here.
Over here to Manassas just to see what the band is like here after I make this transmission. But I'm using Jerry's Flex 6400, and we've got this set up so it's really nice, and he's willing to share some time with me, which is good. So this is working out pretty good. But I'm going to take just a minute to shut down here and then just bring the other radio up. I want to hear what you sound like, because the band's going to come back a little bit, but boy, still we've got some issues. I'll tell you. Go ahead, Scott. Pick it up. WT1B.
Yeah, W1SPW in the group. Jim, I can hear you loud and clear now. You're coming in here at probably about an S9. Frank and Jerry are about 20 over, and Steve, you're blowing in here, 40 plus. I don't know what you got going on, but man, you're coming in here loud and clear. I had to pull the headsets back from when you were talking, turn the volume down. I'll send it over to you, Steve.
Okay, Scott. Yeah, I got not much. I got exactly 400 going out right now, and I'm on the loop. I'm on the Cloud Burner Supreme here. Yeah, that's where this antenna really shines. Not too good for Jim down there in Tennessee. This is a stretch, especially on this antenna at this time of the day. When it's stretched out really long, it's good. It's okay. But it's not as good as probably just a standard dipole. This thing's throwing everything pretty much NVIS. Probably 80 to 86 degrees in elevation. So everything's going straight up and coming back down. So, yeah, and you're like 30 over, Scott. So you can tell the band is tight. I'm surprised I'm even hearing Jim. Let me... one quick thing. Jim, I hear you, man, and the rest of you guys. I really miss being out in the stores. And my wife went shopping yesterday, and she had to tell someone. There were 3 people. I know 2 of them. We know 2 of them, and I can't believe they were doing this because we have a statewide mask mandate in public buildings, and she's an idiot. Her and her son were in Aldi's without a mask on yesterday, and my wife took my daughter shopping. Of course, you guys know she's Down syndrome with autism. She's older now. She's going to be 21 in September. But she does have a compromised immune system and a heart condition, a deformed mitral valve, which is actually functioning really, really good and has been since her surgery at about 4 months old. So, that being said, we're kind of careful with her, Well, this guy comes walking up behind my daughter, and in Aldi's, my wife turns around. He's got no mask on. And she turned around, she put her hand out, she says, "Back up." She's pretty hateful, man, with stuff like that. She says, "Back up. You stay away from my daughter. You don't have a mask on." He's like, I'm sorry. She's like, "You're not sorry. You know you're supposed to have a mask on. You're in here without one. You freaking turd." So... Yeah, I think we're in for a long haul. Probably 2-3 years of this. It's going to be a long time. We're going to have to put up with this stuff. Good morning, Frank. How you doing, man? Go ahead and grab it. I don't know if Jim's hearing me. K1GMM.
K1GMM, WT1B. See if you copy me from Virginia. And I want to see if Jim is copying me. Good for her. There's those people out there that they don't care. The mandates don't.
What's up, Andy? How you doing?
And they're just gonna fight it.
Good morning.
I was going to Aldi's the other day, and I started walking around, and I forgot my mask, and I felt like I was naked when I realized I didn't have it on. It's just the opposite effect. Man, I just dropped the stuff I had picked up, and I went back out to the car and grabbed a mask. I had to come back in. I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to get used to doing something that you haven't done. This habit forming of just getting out of the car, going in a store. So I've had it happen a couple times, but I've caught myself. So anyway, you're 20 over here in Virginia, Steve. Let me see what Jim is doing. Back to you, Jim. How's the copy in Tennessee? WT1.
Wow, 20 over in Virginia?
Yeah, Frank, you're the strongest signal in the bunch right now and the strongest audio in the bunch. So definitely the rig in Virginia is working for you. Awesome. All right. Jerry, how you copying? Go ahead.
Oh, good, Frank. You're a solid S9, loud and clear here.
Well, looks like everything's going good. How about you, Scott? You got a copy?
Yep, all good here, Frank. Your solid S9 audio's good.
Yeah, it looks like the bands are starting to come around a little bit here. This thing does pushes audio pretty good down here. I'm only running 100 watts, so I got the same antenna Jerry's got. It's a 204-foot double-sized G5 RV. It's up about 65 feet, so it does a good job at the kids' house. Alrighty, I'll hang in here for a while until the propagation sticks with us. But go ahead, Steve. WT1B.
Yeah, Jim, whereabouts are you in Tennessee, roughly? I don't think your call sign sounds familiar, and I don't know if we've worked someplace else before, but it seems like I know that call from somewhere. I don't know if you work any events or QSO parties, maybe Tennessee QSO party. I work that event. Whereabouts are you? I'm asking because this was a long time ago, back in the early 80s. I think it was 1983, 1984. I was in Frank, by the way, you're 10 over in here. Really good. No problem on the copy. I was in Columbia, South Carolina, and I used to take drives up to, I think it's Asheville, North Carolina, and I head up in the mountains there. What is it, Mount Pisgah, I think it is. I've still got a picture with me standing outside of the car at the elevation sign on Mount Pisgah. And I think that's on the border of Tennessee or something, right? It's been a long time. Go ahead, Jim. Tell me where roughly you are in the state there, if you can copy over.
Yeah, very good, Steve. You're up and down, and you just finished on a real strong signal there when you handed it over to me. We're not far from all those places.
Ben is noisy.
Right over the border from Virginia, the Tri-Cities area. That's Bristol, Johnson City, and Kingsport, right off of 81 as you enter into Tennessee from Virginia.
Snap, crackle, popcorn.
And, we're not maybe 5-10 miles, no, not even 10 miles, 5 miles from I-26, which takes us right into Asheville, North Carolina, over the mountain. And yeah, we get up to Mount Mitchell several times a year.
Oh, Mount Mitchell, I've heard of that.
Up on top of Mount Mitchell there. One of these days, I'm going to bring the handy-talkie up there and do some VHF from the top of Mount Mitchell. See what happens. Wonder if you copy that. Back to you, Steve.
Yeah, 100% there, Jim. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you were further north than I was. Way further. Quite a ways, right? I gotta look at a map. Yeah, I don't know if you guys are hearing this up here in the Northeast. Are you hearing just a steady bacon sizzling sound? Jerry, are you hearing that when you're cranked wide open? I'm working on getting rid of it. I just brought diversity into play here, so I'm fussing with it a little bit. Band is static crashing isn't bad. There's a big storm up. Looks like it's going to be pushing into Burlington here. A big mess up there, stretching down probably into Middlebury by the time it gets in here. But yeah, and they're starting to pop up in Western New York State. It's not too bad, but boy, the band is it's good. The band is good, but there's quite a bit of noise in there. Go ahead, Scott. Or Jerry. Go ahead, Jerry. Pick it up. K1GM.
Yeah, okay, Steve. Yeah, I do hear that in there. I got the AGCT set to kind of block that out, but I can see the noise floor is higher than it normally is.
There we go.
Hey, guys, I'm going to take a break here. I want to go get some breakfast, so I'll probably be back in about a half hour or so if you guys are still going to be around. If not, I'll say 7 threes to everybody, and I'll throw it back to Jim. Go ahead, Jim. Pick it up.
Okay, thanks, Jerry, and I'm going to grab a coffee, too, myself. I just turned the machine on as I was walking by into the shack, and it's time for my
Ooh, that's good.
Nectar of Life
Working on the diversity.
Steve, I'm running
Power of diversity.
1200 into an AL811 with 572s. Right now I've got 500 going into the antenna, and the antenna is a delta loop that's 65, 65, and 15 feet on the points of the delta loop. So you can look at it on my QRZ site. I have a diagram of how my antenna is oriented at there. I'm going to go grab a coffee also, and I'll throw it back to Frank right now, and I'll be back in a few minutes.
Okay, good enough, Jim. Yeah, you're about 25 over here into Virginia, and real strong audio. That processor does make a change and punches it right through. I was copying you good without it, but this certainly does punch it right through the static. I don't hear that noise, Steve, that you're talking about down in Virginia, at least. I'm sure I would have heard it on Jerry's station. I didn't pay attention because we're both listening to the same radio. So, but you don't hear it down here. Now in Virginia, my typical noise level is a couple of S units higher than my Jerry's station. So I normally have a little trouble copying people, but you guys are really
Okay, so that's diversity wide open, basically. That's what it was.
I've had this station running about maybe 6 years. I have not shut the MFJ power supply off in those 6 years. It's running. I do turn the radio off. Of course, I can control the radio remotely. I can't control a power supply. And then when I do get into issues with computers, our daughter lives there, and she goes downstairs and does a reboot for me. It's hard to reboot. Just hit the power button and shut it off. Hold it for 10 seconds, shut it off, and then wait 10 seconds, throw it back on it. And it's taking care of all my problems that I've ever had. I can't do any updates on this because it's an HP screen with very little memory, 32K or something. I don't know, 32 gig or memory. It's crazy. So it sits where it is as far as the system, Windows system. It's a Windows 10 machine, but it's I would never get another one of these old tablet type laptops. They're kind of worthless. But I only have a dedicated station. I don't have any other stuff. I don't know email, no nothing. So it's working out pretty good. Over to you, Scott. WT1 if you're copying.
Yeah, I got that same noise, Steve. I just turned your live stream on, and I could hear it crackling in there too. But did you get all that stuff sorted out on All-Star?
I did. I found it in the control area. If you hit the control key, you can disable incoming connection. So, yep, we got that sorted. Yeah, I'm playing with diversity. Wow, what a difference. I kicked the diversity in, and I was just fussing with it before you threw it back over to me. And Frank, yeah, the band's she's gonna go really short here. Jim was fading heavily, and you're down to about an S8 now, and you were about 10 over. So I've lost 10 plus dB in the past, I would say 10 minutes. So yeah, the band's, I'm gonna lose you probably. I can still hear you guys, but yeah, I was just tweaking this thing with diversity, and wow, I kicked it out, and where it was, you don't realize how effective it is until you kick it out. You're playing with it, and you want it dead quiet. Sometimes you can't get rid of all of it, 100%, and then you after a couple minutes of fussing with it, you think, oh, well, this isn't working. Then you kick it out and you go, oh, good God. No, I got to bring it back in. So, yeah, kind of neat. I need a different antenna, though. I got to figure out what to do. And I don't have any more room. I need more property. We all need more property. Go ahead, Frank. Stick it back down to you. And I'm going to probably grab a coffee here. Where am I at? No, I got a couple minutes. There's a little bit left on the hot plate. Go ahead, Frank. WT1B, K1GMM in the group.
Yeah, okay, WT1B. Yeah, you're getting down into the noise too, you and Scott both. So I'm going to take a little break and grab another coffee, and then I'll jump back on Jerry's radio, and it'll be back up again.
So I just wanted to try this, get the cobwebs out. I do use it quite often. I usually check into the weather net with this thing. This
Nice.
sometimes has better propagation into the weather net than Jerry's because in the early morning it's a long skip and a lot longer than it's longer than a couple hundred miles. So Virginia works out pretty good, especially when the guy moderating the weather net. He's up in Maine sometimes, and that works out good. I'm going to take a break. I'll be back. W at T1B. Go ahead.
All right, Frank. We'll see you in a bit. Go ahead. I think Jim stepped out, right? Jerry stepped out. They're coming back. I know Jim's coming back. Jerry, was he? Scott, did Jerry sign for the day, or was he coming back too?
No, he was coming back. He was going to go grab some breakfast. Said he'd be back in about a half an hour.
Ah, cool. So what do you got planned for the day, anyways? I'm gonna take care of some things that I've been neglecting regarding the house today. I think I got a lot of. I ran a new cat cable from the router last night out to the media center in the living room. Not cat cable. Geez, Cat 6. Ran a new Cat 6 line out to the media center, which is in the opposite end of the house, and that was pretty quick. I took it a different route, and I actually came up through a vent in the floor. Non-destructive, didn't even have to drill a hole right behind where the TV is, just kind of off to the side there, so. And I got looking, I think it's time. We got 2 cats, a dog, and I dragged the cable through underneath the media center, and I went, ew, that's disgusting. A lot of dust bunnies, and cat hair. And it's very difficult to get under there with a vac, so I think I'm going to go to town. I got to do some in-depth cleaning in a couple rooms here and start moving some furniture around and the routine, man. And it doesn't take long. You can do it in the spring and if you've got animals within, I don't know, a month, it's right back to the way it was there. Over.
Yeah, you're absolutely right there. It doesn't take long at all.
Yeah. Alfredo, how you doing,
buddy?
Those
old dust bunnies come right back, and they'll come back to haunt you. Well, I'm glad you got that
IZ8DEP.
Other thing sorted out. As far as what I'm going to do today, I'm going to go up and see my sister. I hope she's feeling better. I have not had a chance to see her since I see her drive by. Since about March, she's had a battle with breast cancer and lung cancer. So she went through surgery 2 weeks ago, and she's been cleared on everything and doing very well. So I'm kind of anxious to go up and see her and give her a big hug today, because I haven't seen her since the whole epidemic stuff started.
Oh, wow, man. Wow. Yeah, that's good news. Really good news. Now, where is she? Is she in Vermont here, or is it a haul? I know doesn't sound like it's very far, right?
Oh, no. She's right here in Rutland Town. Probably take me 15 minutes. Won't be very, not long at all.
Yeah, doing good, Alfredo. Oh, yeah, cool. Yeah, that's one of the hardest things about this pandemic situation is that, if anybody's in the hospital, you really can't get to them. You know what I mean? I don't even think they'll let you, will they? I think if they do, it's very limited, right? But I know I've lost friends of the family. His mother passed away. Oh, this must have been back in April or May, and the family couldn't even get in to see her. She was on her deathbed, and this was down in Connecticut, So I'm not going to go into this too morbid to talk about, but yeah, it's very complicated and very challenging now. Trying to think. Later on the system. Or maybe we can jump on the 1.6. You can make I think that's probably the best route. I don't want to do a knee-jerk reaction type thing. I was going to leave it alone But what ended up happening was last night was this particular individual, I dropped the link to G1YDQ, right? And he was connected to him. And then all of a sudden he popped, well, he was connected to Mick, W3IFI, so I dropped IFI. And he was connected to YDQ. And, he moved over there, so I dropped John. And then he connected to me, and I dropped him 3 times, and he kept reconnecting. So this is the type of behavior, you know what I mean? And that we had that situation happen with Eric. So I don't want that on the system. So I'm just trying to figure out, not do a knee-jerk reaction, but just kind of, I think the way we go about it right now, and all you guys will have the ability to do that. And I want you to know you can do that, but we can talk about it on the system. Maybe one-on-one on 43516 or something like that. See how what's the best avenue to go. Just disable all incoming connections for a while and lock it down. I don't know, but I'm open to suggestions anyways. Back to you with a break for anybody else. K1GMM.
Yeah, okay. Maybe later on today we can chat about that. It's too bad you gotta have people out there like that. Just God, the hobby is supposed to be fun and enjoyable and learning, and that's why they call us amateurs. And you don't have to be life's too short to be a dick like that.
Hey Don, how you doing? Yeah. So your sister, what does she have now? Does she have to do radiation or anything after, or is she officially free and clear for a while? I know they probably have to monitor it, right? But is there any follow-up treatment she has to do?
Yeah, she's, as far as getting all the test results back, she's free and clear from the lumpectomy she had and the node she had removed from her lung. So all lymph nodes, everything. She doesn't have anything left in her body as far as that's concerned. She has to do radiation, but she will be able to do that here in Rutland, and it's only precautionary. And then she has to take a chemo pill for, I think, 2 months. I think it's got to take 2 pills every 2 weeks or something like that. And that's only for precautionary again. And then she'll go back for 3 months, and she should be all good. That's usually the route that, from her research and what I've looked up and stuff too, is they always do the precautionary stuff.
Yeah. That's my next door neighbor went through something with her throat, I think. I think she had throat cancer or something, and they did surgery and gave her a percentage, you know what I mean? A percentage chance of, what do they call that? Not recurrence, you know what I'm talking about. It goes into remission, I guess, but there's another term. They gave her a percentage of things breaking loose again, and also with the radiation and chemo, she opted out of that, and she just went all diet, you know what I mean? Overhauled her diet, I think that's what she did, if I remember correctly. And yeah, she's been cancer free, but that was a little scary, man. They had to remove part of her tongue and stuff like that. So, yeah, kind of that stuff's really scary. She's not that old. She's probably, late 50s maybe, something like that, Let me run upstairs. I'm going to grab another cup of coffee. I'm going to put the stream in standby, and I'm going to let things kind of chug along here. Maybe Jerry will be back, and Frank or whatever. K1GMM.
Okay, Steve, I'm going to jump out too, get a coffee, and I hear footsteps upstairs. The wife is up, so I'll try to get back in myself. W1SBW clear.
All right, you guys, I'm going to just jump out for a few minutes. Very casual this morning, and I'm just going to leave it right here, and they'll probably be back in. If they're not in a couple minutes, I'll just close down, wish everybody a good day. But I'll be back. K1GMM. Oh, I was going to say, Don, let me get my audio up here. Take care. Alabama. Yeah, I was just looking at all that stuff down south there with the two storms. And, boy, they really can't nail this down too good, can they? But, yeah, you be safe down there. I know that's can be a rough area at this time of the year. So you take care of yourself. And, yeah, the storms, I don't know. I mean, they're still a ways out, right? Not sure what I really didn't look that close. I was doing more reading of the actual article. The weather description, stuff like that. Like where they were and where they're going to go and if they're going to develop and blah, blah, blah. So kind of a weird anomaly. A little unnerving. We'll catch you guys in a bit. I got wild hair, man. I just got out of bed. You guys excuse the way I look. It's a little frightening. Just watching radar too. Let me pull this up before I go upstairs. So I'm right about in here. Oh, sorry about that. I'm right about in here. And this big mess coming into Burlington. We are supposed to get whacked later today, and then we've got, looks like things are they're blowing up on the south end of this, and then there's stuff coming in behind it. So I have a feeling this is going to build south throughout the day, so I figured I'd get in here and run the radio before I'd have to unplug everything and shut down. We'll catch you guys in a few minutes. Carl, man. We are back. And we'll see if anybody's still around. I'll hang around for a bit. Yay! Off and running for the Sunday. Sunday morning carnage. I'd like to switch this microphone out. I think I figured out what's wrong with my preamp. I got a scratchy pot on the input of the Behringer. And I don't know how to get the knobs off this thing. I tried to pull the knob off so I could spray the pot out, and I can't get it off. So, I don't know. I got to put my glasses on, my magnifiers, and see if there's like a set screw on the knob or something. But yeah, Carl, hope you're doing well. And I'll throw out a call here, see if anybody's still around. K1 GMM returning. Anybody back yet? K1 GMM. Coffee is good. Coffee is good. Coffee is good. Oh, looks like that noise is gone. Cool. Wonder what that was. Sounded like bacon sizzling. Sorry about that. My gate's popping in and out. Can't figure out how to set my, like if you guys look at the pan adapter here, see this area in here? I don't know how to adjust the transparency of the fill. I was looking for that last night. Can't seem to find it. Display says fill pan adapter. I know it's not in there. RX1. Oh. Appearance. BFO. Anybody back yet? K1 GMM. I just can't believe you can't adjust that. adapter. Main RX, main TX filter color. Multi RX filter color. Grid. Meter, TX display. Oh. No. Hand adapter, that's TX. Data line. Grid. I'm only going to wait a few more minutes here, and then we'll shut her down. Oftentimes this happens. Guys will clear for a few minutes and they never come back. You know why I know that? Because I've done it before. Nobody wants to play with me. Parents. Man, bummer. I just like the pan adapter filled when I'm working at an event. I used this last night, just trying it, the non 200D on the Ohio QSO party. I really liked it. I'm still learning how to properly run it, but receiver's very good in this. It really is. It's a good rig. Okay, last call, and then I'm going to pull the plug. Anybody about on 615 K1 GMM, Kilo 1 Golf, Mike. It is 20 of 8. We only have about 20 minutes left. We're going to have to vacate the frequency. Nothing heard. Clear K1 GMM. Online manual. That's funny. There is no manual for this freaking thing. That's the one problem with the Anon. It's open source. You're on your own, baby, and pretty much you can try and get an answer from the community. But I've found good luck with that. Oftentimes they're like, there's a lot of suggestions but no solutions. That's the one issue I have with this rig, but it is stable and it seems to just work. So, and this is Protocol 1. Protocol 2 was total garbage. Just not practical for me to run. Plus, I got the blue screen of death 2 times running Protocol 2 with Thetis. That ain't good. I've never had that before. So, anyways, we will catch you guys later. You behave yourselves. I'm going to go ahead and clear off of here. And kill this. And have a great day. We'll see y'all, I don't know. See what's going on. I got some little trinkets I have to present, and I still would like to do a Zello chat, and I was kind of thinking it would be nice to do that once a week with a group on YouTube. So I don't know, anybody watching this, if you're kind of game for that, stick Zello on your phone or your computer or whatever you got, and look for the K1GMM live stream group. It's under channels in Zello. Just do a search, K1GMM live stream. Should pop up and I'll get you in there. 7-3 guys, have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.